Love Metal Justin back for another friggin' video, guys. What is going on? Today, I want to ask you a question. Does metal make people miserable? You know, you think metal, you think it's got a lot of dark contents and things that are like, you know, taboo and some people will say depressing. Why do you listen to that? I remember growing up, my mom would be like, man, you have all this really dark, depressing stuff in your room. And I'd be like, come on, like, you take it easy, all right? So I guess this comes in response to a research thing that I saw Andrew Huberman, who's like a fitness and health and lifestyle guru, put out on Instagram, which was about horror movies. And basically, it got me thinking about metal. Right? And dude, we all know that there's the connection between metal and horror as old as time. What Andrew Huberman said was he put out this article that was like, be careful of what you consume. There may be dark like vibrations underneath the horror movies you're watching, and it's going to impact you negatively. And he had some scientists explaining all this shit and how it, I don't know, weakens your aura or some what? Dude. And I started reading it. I start getting fucking pissed, right? I start fucking fuming as I'm reading this shit. And I'm like, this is why I don't fucking listen to anybody's health takes or health gurus or anything anymore. I'm reading this and I'm just thinking, bro, what if you get fired up? What if it's, look at, maybe it's not depressing. Dude, let's take the horror analogy, right? Have you ever felt depressed after watching a Friday the 13th movie? Dude, I watched Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X recently. Jason in space. Why would that? You think that's going to dampen my vibration? Watching Uber Jason go through a fucking spaceship slaughtering, like, you know, scientists. Dude, it's hilarious. They're CGI monsters. That movie's great. Check it out, by the way. And I look at metal the same way, where I'm like, no, dude, what? Because it deals with darkness and oh man, death and it sings about death and gore and mutilation and Satan and all this. Dude, you know, I want you to do me a favor. Ready? Turn on your TV and watch any channel for 20 minutes, dude. I guarantee you will see sex, death, prescription drugs, regular drugs, alcohol, all the taboos and all the bad shit waved in front of everyone. And the way I look at metal and horror and all this outsider shit that I'm into, man, is that it's like, dude, it's just, it's freeing. It's taking those things and fucking with them and making them funny and fucking like, dude, it's absurdity. You know what I'm saying? It's embracing the absurdity of chaos. Good horror movies aren't like the ones that I go back to all the time aren't the fucking depressing ones. Who's sitting around watching fucking like, I don't know, what's a depressing horror movie? Leave it in the comments. I don't know, but like, who sits around listening to metal that just makes them fucking depressed and want to be more miserable than they already are and shit? Dude, I get you want to relate with music, but lately, man, I've talked so much shit on this channel about fucking DSBM and shit, and I've been, you know, it's so funny, man. When I talk shit and start making bold statements, I want to like, I almost want to catch myself being wrong, you know what I mean? So I go back through my record collection. I whip out Zasser's Nocturnal Poisoning. I whip out 10th Sublevel by Leviathan. I Shall Become Wanderings. And I'm playing these albums, man. And I'm like, dude, I know they're DSBM, but there's something so powerful about it. Dude, like, listen to 10th Sublevel and tell me that isn't powerful, dude. Fucking Your Ghost in Chains of Ice, when that riff kicks in, dude, absolutely sick. And dude, if you're depressed and you made that, what a fucking sick way to harness power, dude, from the ether, man. Because I'll tell you this, if you're really, really actually depressed, dude, making music and trying to do whatever you're gonna do, like artistically, isn't going to work out. David Lynch talks about this, you know? It's like you have to be in somewhat of a good space to be able to make things, even if generally maybe things in your life aren't going so well. So, yeah, man. So when I see these studies that are like, or when a parent or something makes the claim, oh, metal is real dark. Metal's bad. It's got bad spirits inside of it. Bull fucking shit. The real malevolent force in this world is the thing that's always trying to impose its way in your life. The thing that's trying to steal you from real reality, the things you care about and love. You're fucking metal, dude. You're fucking whatever, the horror collection you might have, whatever you're into in life. The real horror comes from the things that try and suck you into their fucking shtick or whatever. Like, you know, I'm trying to, the news. That's one I talk about all the time, right? Oh, they want you to get all fired up about all these things. Oh, we're going to stop doing trade with Venezuela. That means, oh, in theory, the blah, 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 blah. You don't know shit. They're just trying to suck you in to get attention so that they can pump you full of pharmaceuticals, dude. Are you that stupid that you don't know that yet? What the fuck? Oh, don't even get me going. All right, listen, I've ranted about that enough. I'm going to try and leave that alone. But to me, this is, so at the end of these videos, I like to try and make it positive, right? This is what it's all about being a metalhead, is rejecting that stupidity, rejecting the fucking, the retardedness of, in the actual fucking wickedness of these forces of good that are trying to censor things and trying to take you down a notch. Oh, here's your vibe, it's up here. Let me bring you down a little bit, bring you down to earth. No, that's not the vibe we like our people to have. They want you a fucking slave to their system. Don't let them have it, metalheads, damn it. Fucking A, man. Set yourself free. That's what this channel is about, man. Listen, Sodom Soldier of Fortune, paid in 666 skulls, still up on the YouTube. Views are still going up in that bitch, and I am still getting people stoked up. Go listen to the shit if you haven't already. Other than that, go hit the damn gym. Go find some way to improve your life. Make yourself better. Go for a walk, dude. Do whatever you know your soul needs, man. That's all I'm trying to bring you on this channel. If you need help with working out, by the way, let me know, man. I might start taking on clients. I'm a personal trainer, so fucking drop it below and maybe we can talk. I'm just trying to keep the fucking metal aura pure. You understand? All right, guys, that's it. That's my video today. I'll catch you on the next one. Be well.